This life, it doesn't matter how fast you are or how fast you go. As long as you're moving in the wrong direction, your speed is not a determinant. I'm trying to say that you can run or you can walk very fast, but when you are going the wrong direction, at the end of the day, you'll realize that you'll come back to where you started. Figure out the right way to move or the right direction. Always be wise.
Juzi mimi nilikutana na Ruto na Museveni. Nilienda kutafuta kura ya Museveni. Sawa? Ruto vilevile akaja pale, alikuwa vilevile na shughuli pale. Nikutana na yeye. Nikamwambia hata wewe nataka kura yako. Wakakubali yeye na Museveni ya kwamba watanipiga mimi kura. Museveni amesema yeye mwenyewe ndiye atapropose mimi. Sawa? Sasa mimi wiki ijayo hii mimi naenda kuona na Kagame. Kagame vilevile nataka aingie ndani. Mama Suluhu tayari amesema ako tayari atanipiga mimi kura. Sasa bwana Salva Kiir amekubali. Sasa hii bara hii yote Afrika Mashariki yote nataka kufyaka. Sawa? Alafu naenda kule kusini. Juzi nimekuwa na ule na Ramaphosa amesema ndio. Sawa? Shekedi amesema ndio. Sawa? Sasa mimi naona yule ambaye atatoka tutamanyana naye tu kwa kiwanja. Akiniangusha sawa.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino and I'm going to be your host for today. Raila Odinga might get a challenge of being the chairman of African Union. Now the big question is, why is it that Raila Odinga might get a challenge? There is a law that has been that is in the process of being implemented, that African country that had produced the person of a high seat, whether vice chairperson or chairperson, cannot be allowed again to produce a person who will be the chairman of the union. Even though it was proposed by one of the member states, but now there is a big question here: Is Raila in a position to get this seat? That is the biggest question. Because one, we are seeing Fawzia, that is the former minister of foreign affairs of Somalia, also showing interest in vying for the post. That is number one. The second thing that might challenge Raila Odinga, in case this thing has been passed by, or in case this proposal, as everybody's all member states accept with it, there is this thing that will affect Raila Odinga. The African Union was formed, that is in 2002, from Organization of African Unity. Kenya produced one person who became the vice chairperson, and also Rwanda produced another person. So we are seeing that in case this thing comes to pass, so Kenya and Rwanda automatically will not produce anybody. And then now the countries that will be able to produce someone will be in Tanzania. And Tanzania automatically we have got this guy called Jakaya Kikwete, who have not yet shown interest. But now, in case Kenya has been blocked, in case Raila Odinga will be blocked from getting the post, it will be automatically, it will go to Tanzania, because we don't know about Uganda. Rwanda also had produced someone. Now in Kenya, Rwanda produced a vice chairperson, the first chairperson of the African Union, that was named Patrick Kayumba, that is from 2003 to 2008. That was the first vice chairperson of African Union when it was formed in 2002. And then after that, Kenya also produced a vice chairperson by the name Erastus Mwencha. That is from 2008 to 2017. Mwencha went for something like, let's say something like 10 years. Mwencha became the chairperson of African Union for 10 years. Now that is the person that Kenya produced. That was the second vice chairman of African Union. And Rwanda also produced from 2003 to 2008. So automatically, if this law is passed, or if this thing comes to, this suggestion, if this proposal comes to pass, and all member states agrees with it, Kenya will be blocked, and that will be the end of Raila Odinga. Let us take it this way. Let us pray that, because this proposal will only be implemented if all member states agrees with it. You know, it is not like a parliament they'll say that as many as of the opinion say aye, and then they go with the majority. This is not about the majority, and we have to understand that the people that will vote for this will agree with this consists of only 44 countries, not 54, not 55, 44. So if this thing, if even one member state, or even if one president disagrees with it, it will not be implemented. But if all presidents agrees with it and they say that that is what should be done, automatically Raila Amolo Odinga will be disqualified. It will not be a matter of are you qualified. It will not be a matter of how educated you are, how politically you are, how many years you've worked in the politics, how influential you are. It will automatically disqualify Raila Amolo Odinga because Kenya had produced the vice chairperson. I've told you that was back in 2008 to 2017, a person by the name Erastus. So it is our prayer that this thing, let us even pray that we find, if at all we are praying that Raila Amolo Odinga become the chairman of African Union, let us pray that even one member state, automatically, if Ruto will say that it should not be implemented, it will not be implemented. If of South Africa, if the president of Tanzania, that is Suluhu Hassan, say that she disagrees with the implementation, it will not come to be a law. So automatically Raila Odinga will be in the ballot. If Museveni says that no, that should not be a problem, then I think Raila Amolo Odinga will be in a good position to be in the ballot. Let us talk about this issue of Fawzia. This woman from the Fawzia from Somalia, the former foreign affairs minister, who have just came up today and says that she has got an interest. She's showing interest in vying for the African Union chairmanship. Of course, she's also in a better position to challenge Raila Amolo Odinga in Eastern Africa. Why am I saying this? Fawzia, we know very well is coming from Somalia, and she's an Arab. The one unique thing with the Arabs or with Muslims is that there are some of the things, when they say no, they never change. There are some of the things that they can't agree to do or to pass as a law in their parliament. Like, for example, Muslims cannot agree to pass the law of LGBTQ in their parliament. They cannot. And we see Christians, the LGBTQ, when Pope was talking, he said that there's no problem with that. So automatically you see, and Arabs knows very well that wherever they elect or wherever they appoint one of them in the office, there will be a lot of straightforwardness. So one thing that Raila Amolo Odinga should do, and I think he realized that he's working so hard on that. Of course, we know very well that this woman, when Raila will automatically, if Raila qualifies to go to the ballot, this woman will not defeat Raila. Considering the fact that Raila Amolo Odinga is known everywhere, and we had him yesterday saying that Museveni had promised him that Museveni said that is the one who is going to appoint him. He talked about William Ruto, he talked about Suluhu Hassan, he talked about, and he was talking about going to other countries to seek for votes. Automatically, we know very well that the president of Namibia, the president of South Africa, is behind Raila Odinga. The only challenge that Raila has is in Arabic countries, that is in Northern Africa. We have got Israel, the Arab countries. But considering the fact that Raila is known, or Raila has already taken all over Eastern Africa, Western Africa, that is in Central Africa, and even Western Africa, where Obasanjo is. We don't know the magic that Obasanjo is going to do, but let us pray that he's going to do miracles that will help Raila Amolo Odinga. So my biggest question is, if this statement or if this proposal is not implemented, or if this proposal is implemented but it's not legalized, if one member state disagrees with it and Raila qualifies to go to the next level, will this woman challenge Raila Amolo Odinga and prevent him from becoming the chairman of African Union? That is my first question. The second question is it possible for one member state, just one? We don't need a lot of member states. We don't need a lot of presidents. We only need one president, even if it will be William Ruto, to say no the implementation of this new law, of this new constitution that is supposed to be implemented, which was being talked about in 2018. Is it so? Do we the big question, the biggest question that we should ask ourselves is that do we still have a chance? Do Raila still have a chance of being the chairman of the African Union? That's just my view. I give you a chance also in the comment section to give me your point of view. And also, don't forget to tell me where you're watching from if it is the first time that you're watching this video. And also, go to the subscription button, click the like button, share, and also click the notification bell. So that any moment there's a video that has been uploaded, you will be the first person to be notified. My name is Boniface Owino. Bye-bye.